So, as a new YouTuber looking to get into the YouTube partnership program in the future, here are a couple of things you need to keep in mind so as to avoid mistakes, delays, or errors. And I will also be answering some of these questions that I've gotten in the past. How long it took me to get my Google Adsense PIN, how I created my dollar account, and all of that. The very first thing you need to know before you apply to get onto the YouTube partnership program, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public hours watched. I'm going to assume you already know that and you're currently working to get that mark. The first 3 years of me doing YouTube, I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I was posting videos alright, but I didn't know if it was what people wanted to watch. You want to make sure that you are creating videos that people are actually interested in. If people do not find value, if people do not find your video helpful, if people do not find your video informative, nobody's going to watch your videos, and that would hurt watch time and equally hurt subscriber counts for you. Because remember, you need these two things to grow, and the only thing that will grow your watch time is when people are watching your videos generously from beginning to the end. I really hope that makes sense. YouTube has become one of the largest search engines in the world, second to Google, of course, because Google is its mama. Okay, so people come on here to search for videos that they want to watch. People come on here for entertainment, exciting videos, fashion, music, and comedy, name it. So your video must be meeting a need. That's the only way your channel can grow, and you can increase your watch time rapidly, like quickly, fast. So you want to keep making or producing videos that are extremely helpful. So I'm going to dive right into how I got monetized and all that story. So on July 31st 2021, I first got a mail from YouTube telling me that my channel has just passed the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public hours watched within the last 12 months, and I was super excited and elated. Like, it was amazing. I remember I shouted so much in my room that day because this was something I've always wanted. Trust me, my journey on YouTube has been kind of slow. I say every time because I've been on here for 3 long years without even getting close to 500 subscribers, and that's because I didn't know so much more. So with YouTube, there is a lot of relearning, unlearning, and relearning, and that's why it's important that you need to be invested on this app as much as possible. You cannot say you're a YouTuber and you're not here. You don't know what's going on here. You don't know anything about SEO. You don't know anything about keywords. You don't know anything about thumbnails or description. My guy, you're playing, because you're not going to get to the mark, to the threshold really quickly. All right, so you need to get on here. Until I got all this information and I started putting out content that people actually enjoy, that was why in 1 year, basically in the space of 1 year, I was able to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public hours watched, something that I couldn't do in 3 years. Do you see? So information on this platform is power, is key. So after I got that email from YouTube, then I had already signed up to Google Adsense. So what you want to know about Adsense is a tool that you need to earn money and get paid for your YouTube channel. So in order for you to earn as a YouTuber, you need to have an Adsense account, but I don't think they allow us to do that anymore. So there's no need creating a Google Adsense account just waiting till you get to the threshold. You need to just chill, go to your monetization tab on YouTube Studio, click on get a mail, that YouTube should send you a mail as soon as you hit the threshold. My account immediately went into review. Now this is where YouTube checks your account for copyright claims, or videos that are really not appropriate for the platform. Like, they have like a lot of guidelines that you have to read. So if you've been enjoying Wizkid's songs on your videos all this while, now is the time for you to stop, because now they are going to be filing copyright claim against you. Don't do that. If you've done that in the past, now is the time for you to go and review those videos and see how you can remove those copyright songs. But other than that, as soon as YouTube reviews your account, for some people it takes longer. For me, it took me just 2 days. 2nd of August 2021, I immediately got a mail from YouTube telling me that I've been accepted into the partnership program, and that's what we want. This is exciting now. So at this point, what you want to do is to what you notice or what you find is that there's this dollar sign that will immediately pop up beside your videos, beside your thumbs up, comments, and public it's just under your video. You see the dollar sign there. Usually it will be turned off, so the job is up to you to go and turn it on. And one thing I like to tell you immediately from this point is to quickly go and turn on the monetization tab on your most popular video on YouTube, because those are the ones that will start earning you money very, very, very fast, and ads will start running on your videos. All right, so next thing that would come up after this is you start to earn. Now there are 2 thresholds after this. Now it's nothing scary. The first threshold is to make $10. For some people, they can make that in 1 hour. On August 30th 2021, I hit my first $10, which it took forever. I mean, it took about 4 weeks. Anyway, for you it might not be the same. It might take you 1 day, like I said before, since YouTube would ask for a special identification. It could be an ID card, any ID card that you have, not just any ID card. I mean an ID card that carries your full name, that carries your picture, date of birth, if not other important things, okay? And you need to upload a clear picture of that ID card to your AdSense, and if they accept it, then it's accepted. For some people, I think this is where some people have tried to reach out to me. They've asked me what ID card did I use, because the ones they've used, YouTube did not accept it. Please do not even try to use NIN. That national identity number, that shit doesn't work. YouTube does not recognize it at all. I mean, that's what they've told me. I did not use NIN. All I did was to use my international passport, which carried all this information I just mentioned earlier before. So yeah, I think if you have a driver's license, it's also important. Driver's license will contain all those things I mentioned, like your name, date of birth, your home address, your face, and of course it carries the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On top of it, YouTube shall just want to know that you are actually from Nigeria. So if you're in the US, I don't think if you would need any of these things, but this is how I got monetized in Nigeria. So if you're watching me from Nigeria, you're wondering how your own is going to be, this is how it's going to be, okay? So if you have one of these, driver's license, or a voter's card is also important. I think a voter's card will contain all of these things, or an international passport as well. So that's that. So after that, YouTube will then, ask you to upload your address, because they'll be sending you your PIN, which is your personal identification number. That's what everybody on this YouTube street is about. As soon as they have that, they start shouting, I got my YouTube first paycheck. Guy, it's not a YouTube paycheck. YouTube don't send you actual check. If they want to pay you, they have to be an account, either a wire transfer to your Nigerian account, or if you have a DOM account, which brings me to this next point. As soon as you've gotten monetized, there will also be a portion where you have to provide an account for them to send you money. If you do not provide an account, at the end of every month, YouTube will leave your money there, because they don't have any place to, or you've not provided anything or any account for them to pay your money. So your money will remain in your AdSense account, okay? You'll be seeing it there until you provide an account for them to pay you, okay? Which makes sense, of course. Some people have said that you can have them wire the money to your Naira account, meaning that they will pay you the equivalent, the dollar equivalent, whatever you earn in dollars, they will pay you the equivalent in Naira to your Nigeria account. But I didn't want YouTube money to mix up with my Nigerian money. I don't know if that makes sense. I wanted my YouTube money in a separate account so I can be seeing it, because I want to know that this one is YouTube money I got from YouTube. So I went ahead to create a dollar account. I will leave this video up here where I talked about how I first got my YouTube AdSense. I mentioned everything I did to create a dollar account. It's right there. Very, very helpful. You need to watch it right after this one, okay? So after your identity verification, YouTube will need to verify your address, of course. Now, so this is where you fill in your address, your name, your full address, and your postal code. This is where some other Nigerian YouTuber also gets or run into problems. And for me, I didn't get any there was no wahala when it came to me verifying my address. And one of the most important thing to add to your address is a postal code. You want to go on Google quickly and just Google my city postal code. If you you live in Benin City like I do, just click Benin City postal code. And of course, there are different post office around that are close to you. Go and look for them. If you've never received anything via post office before, I see why a lot of us can go through difficulty, because this is what it looks like. So Google sends you a pin to your home address. Now they don't actually send it to your house. Okay, they send it to the closest post office to you. Now if you've not put any postal code, it means that it might just get missing. If you just put your name and your address, blah blah, number one, da 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 da, Benin City, Edo State, and that's it, Edo State, Nigeria, there really isn't going to be any way to really trace you. So your postal code is as important as your address. This thing is not coming to your house, and trust me, those people in the post office, they will never leave their office to come and find you. Okay, and I've watched some videos where some other YouTubers say you need to include your phone number to your address. In the portion where they've asked you for your address, put your phone number there. Guess what? I did put my phone number, but they did not add a phone number. All they added was your name, your address, the postal code, and the state and city where you live in, and the country. That's all. So how will the post office reach you? Their work is to actually go into town and follow the address to find you, find your house. But we all know that the road map in Nigeria is fucked up. There are a lot of streets that don't have names, and the ones that have names, they are not even up on Google. So how can they find you? So it's very difficult. So you have to do the work. You have to move. YouTube tells you that from the day they sense your pin, it will take 3 weeks before it gets to you. Some people 2 weeks, but they told me 3 weeks, and I left my house to the post office at exactly 3 weeks. And as soon as I got there, so they showed me an office, a department where they actually receive stuff like this. And as soon as I got there and I told them I came to pick my Google Adsense pin, all they did was they asked for my name. And as soon as I told them my name, they asked for a means of identification. So I brought it out and I just showed them. Immediately he checked it, he saw through the Google Adsense pin that he has. The truth is, you're not the only YouTuber in your city. There are a lot more other people who have requested for their pin, and so there are a lot of pins with these people. I mean, there's no pin, it comes like this. So they'll just search for it and see your name at the back, and they'll give it to you. So that's it. As soon as I got home, I opened it up, I put the pin, and they told me it was accepted, and I was like, yay! So that's that. After that, there is one more threshold to hit, which is the $100 threshold. Listen, YouTube will never pay you anything less than $100. Okay, it has to be $100 and above. Okay, it can be $1,000, it can be $1 million, whatever, but YouTube will never pay you anything less. So if your videos are doing very well and you're able to hit and surpass $100 every month, you constantly be cashing out every month. And if you're also worried about what if I don't hit the $100 mark within the first 1 month or so, don't worry. Whatever it is you made in each month, YouTube will keep accumulating it for you. It's okay. It's not anything you have to stress yourself up about. So do not try to compare your channel to anybody else's channel. Just do you, baby. And see, with God, you can just be cashing out every other month. Like, it doesn't really matter what any other person's journey is. What's important is you can learn from their mistakes and just be better. So yeah, my guys, and that's it, guys. So if you have any questions for me anymore, please leave them down below in the comment section. I'll see if I can make more videos about it again. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope I've been able to answer all your questions. I hope I've been able to just clear the air on some things that you were confused about. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.